Hi and welcome to Alive and Cooking, brought to you today from Lake Illawarra, courtesy of the Marine Rescue Squad New South Wales. Stick around, it's going to be tasty! I'm here with Peter Pennell from the Marine Rescue New South Wales Service. How are you, mate?
Yeah, very well, thank you, James.
Good, good. What can you tell me about what you people do?
Oh, we provide a boat safety network for the boating public of New South Wales, both inshore on lakes like Lake Illawarra and offshore, of course.
And you're all volunteers, aren't you?
Yes, at our level, all our unit level, which is 45 in New South Wales, we're all volunteers.
So you're taking care of the boating public out there. If anything goes awry, you're there like a shot.
That's
rescuing.
exactly right, yeah.
And I understand today you've got some stuff going on.
Yes, we've got some training exercises going on today. We've got 3 boats down here, and we're going to work out our search patterns out on the lake.
Can I come out with you a little bit later?
Certainly can.
I'm going to whip up some breakfast first. I've got some lovely pancakes for the crew.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll bring them over when they're ready.
Terrific.
I'll see you soon, mate.
Okay, James.
Beautiful, thank you. So these pancakes are going to be sensational. Just what you need for a day on the water. First up, the pancakes. You need about 300-ish grams of self-raising flour. Into there, I'm going to sprinkle a couple of tablespoons of caster sugar. You need a good heaped teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. Oh, look at this stuff. I love it. Straight on in. This is one of those little secret ingredients when it comes to making your own pancakes. It just lifts the entire thing. You need a couple of eggs straight into your mix. It's amazing. Every time I start cooking, my feathered friends arrive. Now you just need to whisk in enough milk to bring this to a nice, smooth, yet thick consistency. I like my pancakes to be good and thick. That's why I use self-raising flour. They come nice and fluffy. Try and whisk out as many of the lumps as you can. So you'll notice I'm pouring the milk into the middle and whisking, and then pulling in the dry flour from the outside. It's just an easier way to go. And then it's just a matter of getting the thickness right. Just the right consistency. And if you know this area at all, you'll know that the ocean is quite a scary place to be sometimes. And just knowing that the backup is there, that if you get into trouble, the boys are going to launch their boats, and girls actually, because there's probably half as many girls on the crew as there are blokes. So that is our consistency. Just about perfect. I love the fact that you can see the vanilla beans right the way through that mixture. Let's go and check the Barbie. Just right. You want your butter to go on and start to sizzle straight away, but you don't want it to go too brown. Get a good amount on there, and then spoon on your mixture. Like I said, you don't need to organise them into circles. As you spoon it on, if your texture is right, it'll do it itself. And just let it go. You don't need to mess about with it. You know they're ready for a flip when they start to get those little bubbles on the surface. It's not going to happen immediately. It usually takes sort of 3 to 5 minutes or so. While that's happening, I'm going to whip up the cream that goes with this. Mascarpone cream is a sensational, really thick cheese style of cream. So we're going to slide that in with a little bit more vanilla. The first pancake is ready for a flip. As always, the very first pancake you make is always a write-off. It's just the way it goes. That one did get a tad too warm. Nothing to worry about there. Right, when it comes to whisking up your mascarpone, you don't need to over-whisk it because it's already nice and thick. But I want it to be sort of semi-pouring. So in we go with some thickened cream, just enough to loosen down your mascarpone. Cream is perfect. Pancakes. This one, he's gone. The rest should be just about perfect now. Oh, see how they've puffed up? They're fluffy. They are perfect. Pull them off and get another batch on. The grill plate is the perfect temperature now, so we don't need to worry about burning anymore. And now onto the serving. So I'm going to place these on a bed of watermelon, just because I really wanted watermelon to go with these pancakes. It cuts through the creaminess. It gives you a nice little edge of sweetness, and it's a great look to serve them on. So a couple of slices ready to be stacked. Oh, stay. The rest are ready for a flip. We're ready to start serving. So, pancake, berries. I'm going to chop these strawberries actually. You can put any sort of berries you like on these. I just happen to have strawberries, raspberries and blueberries. We need a nice little dab of our cream, another pancake. Pancake straight off the grill. Oh yes. This is fit for anybody, but absolutely perfect for the good volunteers from the Marine Rescue Service. There you have it, vanilla pancakes with mixed berries and vanilla mascarpone. That is a picture, pretty as can be. I'm going to get it to the rescue guys. Peter, you look like you're ready to head off soon.
Oh, thanks, James.
Pancakes for the crew.
Excellent.
If you can divvy them up.
Not a problem.
And then I think that should set us up for a nice little trip.
Yeah, excellent, excellent.
I'm alive and cooking. I'm alive and cooking.
Marine Rescue New South Wales has more than 3,000 volunteers, recognised for their marine skills, experience and commitment to saving lives on the water. With 45 units located across the state's most popular boating and fishing spots, you can rest assured that the highly trained crews are keeping a watchful eye out, ready to respond in your time of need. So Peter, you got me on one of the rescue vessels. What are we doing, mate?
Yeah, we're going to carry out a search and rescue exercise. We have 3 vessels involved.
Yep.
We'll be running at 50-metre spacing between each vessel, and we'll be searching for a body in the water.
So this is something that you would normally be called out to?
Yes, quite often we're called out to search for boats capsized, people in the water,
Yep.
or just searching for a boat that's in trouble and we need to find it, and we don't have an exact location. So.
No. So is it purely visual, or do you use any technology?
For this particular search, it'll be all visual.
Yep.
At night, our boats are equipped with infrared cameras.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing.
X-ray 21, are you ready to commence the search pattern, over?
Course 090, call it in now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This thing goes, doesn't
Yes.
it? Oh my word.
Bingo 22, we're doing a starboard 35, 4, 3, 2, 1. New course will be 220. Stop.
So Peter, that was quite a coordinated search pattern you went through then, wasn't it? And
It
here
is,
we go.
yes, and we found the body. We'll approach the mannequin, and when we get close enough, we'll lean over and pull him in over the side. If it was a real person requiring first aid, we would commence CPR straight away.
Yep. So it's literally just a case of manhandle into the boat now, Peter.
manhandling it into the
Yeah,
boat.
yeah. I'll step back, so I don't want to get in your way. Looks pretty heavy, mate. I can tell it's quite a good facsimile of a person. It's part of a rescue. Woohoo!
And then we just head back in the shore.
So, Peter, I bet you've had some fairly interesting and exciting rescues over the years.
Yeah, we certainly have, and I think the one that sticks foremost in my mind has been a yacht with disabled sailors that run aground on Belambie Reef.
Oh, that's a nasty spot in weather as well, isn't it?
It is. It can be very dangerous. So in a mad panic, I jumped in my car to went and crewed the boat up and manned the boat and drove through a red light camera and got booked for speeding. But we did find them.
Yep.
We did tow them off the yacht and brought them back into Port Kembla. And they're right, they were disabled sailors. There were people with one arm, one leg. They were practicing for the Sydney Hobart yacht race.
100 things that can go wrong when you're on the water.
Exactly,
isn't it?
anything can go wrong on the water.
And you're doing a marvellous job, mate. Can you take me back? Because I've got some cooking to do, because you've got some eating to do.
Oh, excellent, yes, not a problem.
All right, let's... which way are we, actually?
Let's get that way.
That was amazing to be part of today's training exercise. And if it looks like something you'd be interested in, Marine Rescue New South Wales is always looking for more volunteers. And you can find out how to join at marinerescueNSW.com.au.
I am alive and cooking.
Magnificent produce and irresistible dishes. 115 of my favourite easy to prepare recipes are now at your fingertips. With the Alive and Cooking Series 4 cookbook, a must have for all kitchens. The best of the best from Series 4. Meaty main courses, vegetarian variations and delectable desserts. You've seen me do it and now you can too. Order your copy today at aliveandcooking.com.au or call 1800 597 996.
I am alive and cooking.
How fast are those rescue boats? Oh my goodness, that is so exciting. And it's very, very pleasing to know that if you get out on the water and you get into trouble, there's some very capable people out there who will look after you. Right, I'm going to whip up a nice little mixed grill barbecue for these guys. I've got some lamb cutlets, a pork medallion and some beautiful New York steak, which we'll flavour up a bit later, because first, to go with it, I need a nice little spicy relish. There's nothing like having an awesome little tomato relish to go with a barbecue. So, one Spanish onion, just kind of roughly chopped, doesn't need to be too small. That is perfect. We need one clove of garlic, just smash it and chop it. I mean, we all know what it's like when you have a volunteer group who are out doing really, really good work. They never get a decent feed, or they might get a sausage sizzle. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm going to cook this relish on the hot plate. So a couple of knobs of butter. I need a little splash of extra veg, and then get your onions and garlic on straight away. I want to get a little bit of colour on these. To spice this up, we need some jalapenos. I've got just the tinned pickled ones. These are sensational. Chop these fairly fine. And straight in with your onions and your garlic. This is starting to colour up a little bit now, but as always, to increase the caramelisation, just give it a tiny pinch of salt. That just starts the onions releasing some moisture, and it helps them to brown up a little better. So, onto the tomatoes proper. Now, I have got cherry tomatoes here. The nice mixture, so you've got the yellow, the little grape ones, the kumatos. Just roughly chop into these. You just don't want whole cherry tomatoes for this, but it doesn't need to be any particular size or shape. Once your tomatoes are all nicely chopped, we're going to slide them straight onto the grill with the onions and the garlic and the chilli. Any juice is all welcome. We need about a half bunch of basil, some malt vinegar, just a splash, and then straight in with your tinned tomatoes. It's about 150 grams, and just let this baby cook down. Stir it around a little bit. You want your cherry tomatoes to start softening and dropping some of their moisture. You want this relish to be relatively dry. I don't want it to be too soggy because I'm going to be serving, obviously, the mixed barbecue just with some big chunky bread. So you smear a bit of the relish on it, slide on a slice of steak or a slice of pork or a whole chop. Yummo. So while that's just simmering away, let's address our meat. What I'm going to do is just give it a very quick salting on its own. Nice little hit of freshly ground pepper. And then I'm going to put some more straight into my flour because I want to flour these and give them a really nice crispy coating. This is continental flour, so it's that coarse milled. It's almost like a semolina. I love it. Great for coating meat and fish when you're sliding it on the barbecue. Another good hit of salt. I'm going to slide just a touch more vinegar onto my relish. And it's just that little lift of flavour. Yummo. And then all you need to do is dredge your meat right the way through this continental flour. Make sure it gets a nice full coverage. So I know I said before about when you get the volunteer groups of people who are doing good works out there for the community, and often they just get served a sausage sizzle. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing I like better than a sausage sizzle. But when you get rewarded with a little feast like this, it just lifts the spirits. I mean, you saw how well they performed out on the water after those pancakes. I'm taking full responsibility. Right, I need to separate off my relish because that is cooked now. You'll notice a lot of the juice is just kind of sizzled away. And because I want to cook my meat on the flip side of this grill plate, we're just going to move this off now.
I'm alive and cooking. I'm alive and cooking.
Nice and hot. Straight in. Some olive oil. And a hit of butter. Yummo. Now, you want to go in with the thickest cuts of meat first. So the pork, I'm going to put on the grill marks up here. Beautiful. In with the New Yorks. Straight on with your cutlet. So you can see they're going to get a lovely crust on them. Now you just want to grill these to your liking, and I'm going to slice up some bread. I mean, what's a sizzle without some nice crusty bread? Chunky as you like, it's going to love that relish. Serve it all together and turn your meat. You know, I love Lake Illawarra. It's one of my favourite spots on the coast. Whenever we get down here, not only are you rewarded with this beautiful scenery, there's always some boating action going on. And now, with my new mates from the Marine Rescue Service, I know I'm always going to be as safe as houses. And all it costs me is a little barbecue. Oh, we are ready. I'm just going to carve up the steak and call in the crew. Hello, gentlemen, ladies, come and get a feed. It won't take them long. Carve up your pork and your steaks just to make it easier to serve. Look at that, juicy, cooked to perfection. The smell is always the first one that gets you. I'm just carving up the steak a little bit for you.
About a medium rare,
You've always got to be a little bit careful with people you don't know. So we're firm friends now after being out on the boat together. Look at that. There'll just be a touch of pinkness in the middle. Grab yourselves a seat and I'll bring it on over in a second.
Oh, we're going to serve it?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll put it on the table anyway. As you can see, slightly more cooked than I would normally do. Make sure you get any of the calving juices on the plate as well. That's pure flavour. And a good heaped serving of this spicy, spicy relish. Oh, yes. Here we go, lovely people. So we've got lamb cutlets, we've got New York steak, and we've got some pork medallions. Spicy relish, it is a little bit spicy, so if you're not keen on chilli, just go a little bit careful. Enjoy, lovely people.
Thank you. Oh, you did.
Glad you're enjoying it, team. You deserve every bit of it. I do hope you've enjoyed today's show, brought to you from Lake Illawarra, thanks to the Marine Rescue from New South Wales. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.